24 viewers. Loving it. As here we go, everybody. Welcome to the people on YouTube, especially here. As I like to repeat myself, it's game number 3, and it's actually in the best of 5 Clan Masters Invitational, the sponsored $5,000 Chinese community offered towards us for this prize money is absolutely fantastic. So thank you very much to them for this. Basically, 8 invited direct teams. Basically, they chose the 8 teams. Like, I want them to be in this tournament, and they all accepted and so on. So really good top player teams battling out for the big prize pool. Game number 3, 2-0 up for 2k4MyAss against VNS on the map of Islands. This could be the 3rd game, the winning game here for 2k4MyAss. But could be a cheeky turnaround for VNS, who knows? But let's get ourselves broken down into it. So, of course, actually introduce the VNS team. I've been doing it from the other perspective for ages. I want to do it from from the VNS team. So let's look actually on the orange. And in the orange, we're actually going to have Chocopi Orion, which is actually VNS Fish, playing as the Huns. Huns flank actually on Islands. Backing up in the pocket, we got VNS Yellow in the grey here, playing as the Japanese. On the other pocket for their team, we've got Incarnation, otherwise known as ACCM, is playing the Mongols. And of course, last but not least, is VNS Core, and surprise, surprise, why aren't we surprised, it's Vikings to be played. Just pretty much exactly a natural lineup to have. Except the Mongols pick. And I'll tell you why in a second, because we're going to introduce the rest of the team on the 2k4MyAss. And that's actually going to be in the green. The Huns being played by Goku. He's up against Viking. Interesting matchup. We'll cover that as well in this Dark Age period. In the blue, we got Tyrant Fire playing as the Vikings. Vikings pocket is solid. You really want that Viking to be pocket, that's for sure. In the purple position, P6 color, it's going to be Juan playing as Saracens. Definitely normal of the other pick, as we will explain in a second. And to round it all off, playing up against Chocopi Orion and VNS Fish on this flank position, we've got Japanese being played by Dogao. So Japanese on Huns on the flank, and we've got Vikings against Huns on the other. Now, so just then I was saying how strange it was that ACM was playing the Mongols, and it generally is strange. The reason being is the fact that Mongols aren't, they're okay as water. I mean, the reason being you would only pick them on water is that you kind of bank them, if I'm honest, to be on the flank position. And the reason being is the fact that you want to get them up super fast on the flank so you can get those guys out really quick and put a lot of pressure on your opponent. But we got Mongols pocket, and their eco bonus past the boar hunting and the meat and the deer and everything, like, isn't anything special. There's no actual added bonus, unlike Viking or Mayan or whatever instead. And the reason why you'd normally sometimes pick Saracen is because for Saracen, your galleys fire 20% faster. So when it comes to those water battles, especially in the late game as well, I think Saracens become quite powerful because that increased attack speed basically means that you're firing out a lot more, which means more damage, which means that basically you're packing a bigger punch, basically, which is important to note. But we'll see as the game develops. So let's focus now on the left-hand side here. Now, I was talking about the Vikings versus the Huns matchup. The reason why I say it's interesting is because in this, let's call it the 1v1 matchup on the flanks. Of course, the pockets will support later on, but initially, of course, you'll be going for that Grush build and everything. Now, Vikings against Huns. Vikings are the best in water. That's by far. Their guys are cheaper. But the Huns don't have to build any houses. Now, the reason why that's important is because basically, in the early feudal age, the Huns have a small advantage, basically. Because you don't actually have to build any houses, you're saving on that wood cost. And while your guys are a little bit more expensive, the offset isn't as great as you think. So actually, by having a full pop room, you can be a lot more aggressive as well early on against the Vikings. We've seen Viper play Huns sometimes against Vikings, like, well, basically the Huns are better than Vikings initially because of the fact that, like, it's not like the entire game, but let's say a good 10 minutes worth in that Grush time that you're probably about ahead. Before the free wheelbarrow kicks in, and of course the cheaper the cheaper docks and the cheaper boats, basically, of course, will overall add up. But there you go. That's my thoughts so far as to why these parts of the game is going to be interesting. And we'll see how it develops throughout the game. I'm definitely interested in the left-hand side, that's for sure. There's this first dock here from VNS. Cool. Well, it's very close to that big fish. That's good for him. And one close by. It's a nice first dock, that's for sure. Nice and forward on the front there as well. What about Goku? Where's your dock, sir? Right at the corner of the map there. Back of the map there. Nice and spacious with all that big fish to take from. So good job for him as well. Let's look at that. VNS cool is first to click up to the field edge. It seems, sorry, on the flanks. However, in the pocket though, it looks like that ACCM is actually going to go up as well. Very quickly, in fact, only coming 3 position ships out. He's going to go for a grush too. He's going to put a lot of pressure actually, potentially on either Goku, or he might turn his attention towards the back pocket here between Juan and Fire, and with those two docks being so close as well, who probably would like to go for more of a fish boom. They might be in a lot of trouble. Because of the fact that if those guys get up really quickly, then the fact that, you know, both, not just like one pocket's worth of fish, but both pockets fish are in danger, could cause a few problems. Degao and Fish are also now up to field edge 2, as is Yellow. Looks like the entire VNS team are just going for a straight up grush. They're not, the pockets aren't even interested in going for a fish boom. They want to take out their opponents nice and early on. There we go, I had to get a quick drink, sorry about that. Amazing how your mouth can get so dry at times. Normally I could do like 4 hours worth of casting without losing a breath, but today, not going so well. So I apologise right now as the second 2 docks already out, 3rd dock just being completed. 2 guys already on the move going straight towards Fire and Juan, and neither of them are up just yet. As I told you, they're going for that big fish boom, so they'll be go up slightly later, but they can go for that fast castle build and basically get a big eco going. As we already see, Fire just clicked up to the field edge just now as those guys already coming from Incarnation on the move, basically. Having one of those 6th sense maneuvers, already knowing where they're going to be, and sends those 2 guys out already. Meanwhile, though, VNS cool, heading exactly in the same direction, straight towards Goku. Goku already in field edge 2 though, so he should probably get some guys out already. There we go. Now that dock, those are going to build another dock, but we'll get denied though, potentially by VNS cool here. But instead looks to try and focus on these galleys. So this 4th dock will go up. But I'm really interested right now as to the 2 galleys coming up from ACCM. And well, currently, they are on the move. They're going to make their way across. I'll take a little bit longer than expected, to be fair. But it looks like, I think he might want to go and try and help out. Yeah, just Xing out already over here. The 2 from early previous on. I was about to say, it took quite long. Those 2 instead hunting down Goku's fish. He had 5 fishing ships. He's going to lose actually most of them, if not all of them. Trying to zigzag his way out to the... what's it? He's trying to do a Slim Shady. If, okay, maybe not, no one will get that. But it's okay. It's okay, I'll take that as it is. The 4 guys there, 5 guys instead of Goku will push us away though. So I only managed to snipe 1 fishing ship right now. On the right hand side though, it seems, looks like VNS Fish is getting stuck in right now, getting into the nitty gritty of all the water fights and looking to try and basically take some good control right now on the water here. Looks like as well as like Degao preparing that galley, a little bit injured of course. looks to me actually that, getting quite far and getting quite far and may want to back out. He's definitely outnumbered here. And there we go. Looks like he's going to back out. He knows that he's overstepped the mark. Could have actually got punished there. I'm surprised that the gal didn't decide to go fully in on that and try and pick up at least one, if not two. There you go. Looks like as well at the same time VNS Yellow getting stuck into that little galley there, trying to pick up all those fish. A couple more there up down the south as well. Doing some good harassment, it seems. Actually could pick up a good number, and also doing a lot of idle time right now. Juan is up the castle edge right now as well, halfway up it seems. Fire still hasn't clicked up actually, as the Vikings pocket hasn't clicked up with the big fish boom it seems. And actually most of his fish is getting chopped down actually. 1, 2 gone down right now. He's actually down to 9 fishing ships in comparison to 15 from Juan. So big loss there, big loss. Couple more also getting stuck. It looks like Fire's trying to help out at the same time. Basically, Yellow's going for a bit of a rat run right now. He's trying to pick off what he can, where he can, and he doesn't care about losing the ship. He just wants to take out the fish, basically. It's like Incarnation. He too also getting stuck in right now, and now it looks like a little bit outnumbered here. 5 and like basically 9 against 3 actually, and all this fish from Juan is definitely under threat. He's got to try and move him out, of course. Not good. Just not good here for Juan. Juan is up to the cut actually very short, which means the war galley will come in and help try and push us back, but I feel it could be a little bit too little too late. Ooh, this is the fight back that VNS wanted. This is the game that's like, okay, I'm going to take it to you, this sort of thing. We lost on our home map. Time for you to lose yours. Maybe. Another one goes down as well. They're just dropping like flies. Juan only getting double bit axe till now. 17 minutes in. Oof, bit rough. Juan also, the fact I've been in the castle age, he still hasn't got the war galley or even the bodkin. These are just basic galleys in castle age. Fire surely should be getting those upgrades in once he gets to castle age. But all this harassment coming in right now is so difficult to stop. Now VNS calls like, hey, let's just jump on the bandwagon. I'm coming over as well. And also could snap some villagers here from Tyrant Fire as well. Ooh. 1, 2, it could be easily 3. There we go. Bam. Wow. VNS, that's red hot form here, that's for sure. Fire now getting the war galley right now. Looks like VNS Fish also going to get the wheelbarrow. But look at this as well. He's taking out all the fish as well from the gal. This is getting pretty bad stuff. Juan actually made fire ships from the water as well. That is not good if you have to make fire ships in this sort of game. The gal now trying to protect his base as best as can. Manages to keep 3 fish alive actually, amazingly. At the same time, though, it looks like Incarnation, ACM, is getting stuck in the backfield of Juan's base and trying to micro his way out of the fire ship problem. And with that mass of galleys, it's so easy just to two-shot these fire ships, like 1, 2, and look at that, not even one galley's gone down so far. Oof, not looking too good right now. If anything, if you're going to go for fire ships, you have to get Byzantine, basically. That 2 times attack speed. Meanwhile, that looks like VNS Cool also getting stuck in Fire's base as well. But we'll get pushed back a little bit here from Fire's war galleys now. Also getting the bodkin out at the same time. On the right hand side, looks like a bit of a water engagement is happening though. It's looking a little bit more exciting than just fire ships chasing each other. So right now, VNS Fish trying to get stuck in, but a little bit better micro coming out here from Degal. He's keeping all his units a little bit more compact, a little bit more together. But looks like they'll settle for a 1-for-1 trade right now. As right now, it looks like to me, ACM up to Castle Age, VNS Cool, Degal, VNS Yellow, and now finally up to Castle Age is VNS Fish, but There you go. Meanwhile, though, there's like a few more galleys coming from ACM, but one cheeky runner being thrown into the midst there from Fire does mean that a few free shots will force this back. But at the back of the map, though, once more and more fish just getting taken apart right now. Only one remains there for Fire, none for Juan. And remember, about 2 minutes ago, he had 15. Now he's got nothing. That's a big hit to his economy, of course. He's going to get some farms out as well, which will hurt the wood income, and not good for him at all whatsoever. Now being the Castle Age 2, ACM going to get the War Galley upgrade and probably the Bodkin arrow very shortly. Actually, he's got forging. Wait, what? No, he's just clicked it off and getting it bow saw instead. I was about to say, is he landing? But no. He's not. I was about to say he's landing. Great, but no. Nah, the hope was there. Now he's getting the Bodkin arrow now as well. Oh, up at top. Let's see what's going on here once more. I love this teamwork between Yellow and ACCM. They're sticking together the entire time, dancing in between Fire's base, dancing in. Between Fire's base and Juan's base. I can't say between. That's just stupid. But in between both bases, and just causing so many problems right now, cutting production of killing all the galleys and the fishing ships as well. And now they're making their way towards the gal. And this is a really smart move. They know that he's up in the Castle Age, and that definitely VNS fish is some way away. So what they're going to do is they're going to basically trap the gal here right now. The gal's moving out forward, and he's trying to pressure VNS fish. Now, what VNS has got to do, I think he's got to man up and fight this, basically, very shortly. Because if he did, he would have stopped these guys moving forward, and then on the backhand side is incoming Juan, as well as the army of Yellow and ACCM. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen at this point. Politics being done by Dogal as well. As VNS Fish just completes that War Galley and a Bodkin arrow at the same time. And he has actually got a few more galleys as well at the same time as well. So you can actually just turn around and start fighting this straight off the bat. Left hand side, looks like ACM is causing a lot of havoc here. 3 villas going down. Entire woodline also being taken up, and the market also going down as well for Goku's. Doesn't matter though, Goku is up to the Castle Age though, which does mean that he has already clicked up, and that does mean that he can get those War Galley and the Bodkin arrows sorted very shortly. As on the right hand side, looks like they've engaged battle and Sue once more actually. Dogal's trying to get stuck in, but this is now allowed VS Fish to try and crawl up at the same time. Juan's also stuck between two. Fire now trying to get involved as well. He's going to try and trap him into a big corner here as this engagement continues. It's actually a good engagement for 2k4MyAss because of the fact that Fish is taking so long to get there. And now he's basically just all against Yellow right now and it's going to lose everything. Hopefully VNS Fish can try and recover by killing most of his army, but that's not going to happen, I don't think. He's going to have to back off very soon because the rest of the army is going to catch up too. Bit of a turnaround it could be. Now it looks like VNS Fish has got to try and basically waddle back towards the his own docks and stay a little bit more defensive. There's a few flares coming out here from VNS Court. I don't know what he's trying to achieve here. I think the big fish at the back of the map saying, hey look, put a dock down there maybe and then we'll just take all that fish. I have no idea. I think fish at this point in the game is the last thing on my mind. Karlug? What's going on? What's going on? Oh well, I'll just catch up in a little bit. Someone was made VIP and given 10,000 gold, so I think that might be a new sub or something. Oh, it's just subscribed. Oh, thank you, Carlo, for subscribing to the stream. I thought so. Wanted to get that big message out, so give a lot of Voob love out there. That should be a new emote, Voob love, because we love giving love. I have no idea. Well, back to the game though. Goku's trying to pressure the landmass here of VNS Fish, picking up a good number of vills. Goku on the complete other side. How crazy is that? While at the same time though, trying to pressure here. All of them in the same spot. Juan's here, the Gal's here, Goku's here for some reason as well. And so is Fire. A little bit. So 4 on 1 at this point. There's nothing here that VNS Fish can do except basically get the signals for Gondor to come and ask for Rohan's aid as God, I'm such a nerd. That's right now. ACM now starts to come up with the rest of the fleet. And it also comes VNS Fish too, and looking like they want to try and force the engagement. 36 military apiece, making that 72. Actually, quite a large army there. Could be enough to try and force us back a little bit here, but we'll see how this fight goes. But I think if I was to go and the rest of the team, probably should be going back right now. They've got the objective completed. Try and speed it up a little bit. Put its game speed at 75. Just want to speed up a little bit. It's going to look a bit slow. It is water after all, so we're sure we'll get things a little bit going. It is quite slow paced in comparison to other games right now. Looking to try and force engagement. On the left hand side though, it looks like that Goku and Fire are trying to do a few problems here from VNS Cool, as he's once again just wreaking havoc at the back of their bases. These war guys just trying to pick off vills where they can. Raiding party, that's for sure. Now at the same time, Gal now forces back with the rest of the crew. Just a little bit worried about this army size here of VNS Fish and by ACCM. ACM now pressuring as well on Gal's island, just trying to kill a few vills here. Looking like a good score lead as well right now. Populations, let's have a quick look as well across the board. 96, 87, 95 and 78 to 91, 890, 84 and 92. So actually looking fairly even. In fact, Cool's struggling a little bit here in this population front here. Lacking a little bit of military, I think, more than anything else. And the Bill counts as well, looking pretty even teams across the board, but Yellow is leading the pack at 75, so doing a good job there. Meanwhile though, looking for another big engagement once more. Looks like they're getting stuck in this time, and oh, looks like Gal's going to pull back, but they're not actually pathing correctly, and plenty of free shots are getting out, but no ballistics done by Chocopi, by VNS Fish, as far as I'm aware. That was one of them hasn't got ballistics. Oh, maybe they have. Maybe they have. Oh, maybe they have. So I felt like a lot of them were missing for some reason. I genuinely thought that maybe VNS was actually missing ballistics, but I could be wrong. Meantime, though, he may have a small army, but Cool is up to Imperial Age. So is Yellow. Cool gonna get the careening too. And he's gonna sit back a little bit here, but in comes Goku and Fire. Looking like they're gonna get stuck in. Wants to go for that big engagement once more. VNS Cool's got a GB here. Wait for those upgrades to come in before thinking to engage. We'll lose half this army, but we'll escape with the rest. That's more important at this point. Did Tyrant Fire just sell 3,500 wood? I think he actually might have done. That's crazy to try and click up. That's desperation that... He's like, once he's like, I gotta get up. VNS Cool's already up, and Yellow will be up before me most likely. And well, VNS Cool is up. Bracer Galleon upgrade also coming in right now, as well as chemistry, and that does mean that it'll be super strong. On the other side, though, it looks like that ACCM and VNS Yellow are starting to move their way out a little bit to try and pressure somewhere. Probably looking to try and put it on Juan. Looks like they think better of it and starts to retreat. Probably try and find a better target. Looks like they want to try and go towards Fire's base, maybe? Who knows? Instead, though, the rest of ACCM's army is going to try and engage here in Tyrant Fire, trying to cause a bit of distraction, basically. And just allow VNS Cool to get back into shape here. He's struggling a little bit on the military despite all those upgrades. But he has got the Galleon now, as well as the chemistry coming very shortly. And this could be being into a trap right now, but it's like ACM's pulling back a little bit, probably looking to go back to the fleet, who's also pulling back. Oh, checking of the gold front. Meanwhile, though, Imperial upgrade is now done for VNS Yellow. Looks like 2 in Imperial are just against the 1 that is Fire. Looking pretty rough, though. This could go actually quite long as well. But neither side really particularly struggling, actually. Fire, potentially, actually, at this point. He's actually only on 46 villagers and Imperial. How is he going to keep up the production? Or even increase it, that's for sure. By even like 10 docks. That's not even possible with 46 vills. Imperial coming in for Tegal, and so is for coming in finally for ACM and the VNS Fish, but right now though, it looks like Juan is just retreating further and further back. Again, doesn't want to engage at this point. He's just like, I don't want to fight Galleons. It's not my fight. At the same time, ooh, look at VNS Core down the south though. Picks up another 4 villages of Fire. Fire is just getting, just being basically the punching bag today on the water. Well, like it's been like the entire series, but today right now on the water is getting the punching bag job. As VNS Core just kills number 4 before retreating out with those Galleons. A lot of switching for me right now. That's what's going on. As once again, VNS Yellow just slowly closing down. It's like, look, I want to fight you. Fight me. And Juan's like, I don't want to do that. But now it looks like he's going to have to. He's going to go straight towards that engagement though. But he's not in Imperial Age. Hasn't got the upgrades. But, oh, look, here it comes. It's Fire. Actually lacking that chemistry, actually. It's even lacking the careening too. Which is crazy for Vikings not have fully upgrades. But with that population, that many vills, at the same time, you can't be surprised. But the numbers alone does mean that Yellow thinks better of it. Doesn't want to fight it, so he backs off, despite having fully upgraded Galleons. VNS ACCM though, he's having some fun right now on Juan's docks, trying to kill one of those. But it looks like Tegal comes along right now with his own Galleons and is going to try and take care of it. Looks to be that VNS Core is once more on the left-hand side, trying to put some more pressure here on towards Goku's island. But Tyrant Fire is ready to answer the call. It's basically trying to help his teammate out here. He's defending actually pretty well, and it has got a much larger military, 71 to 46. So definitely not worthwhile for an engagement ever VNS Core. That's for sure. It's right now on the main island of Goku. Just that one galley there from VNS Core just doing the work. Up at the top though, looks like Fire's the rest of his armies help pushing out here with Tegal. Still, despite all this shenanigans, looks to me that VNS, well, they have got the schooling, actually slowly, gradually taking away with it. They're all in Imperial, and the problem is Juan is not. And Goku is Imperial, but I don't see much military out from him. I mean, he's got it there finally, but he's not really being very active with it. I mean, Juan's got a lot more, but he's still in Castle Age. But actually now Juan is finally hitting that Imperial Age. He just hit it as I was talking about it. He's now getting the bracer and everything. Got an upgrade coming in from Goku. Needs to get that chemistry. Has got the bracer as well, but no careening. But definitely plenty of numbers as ACM does pull back. And yeah, Fire's also lacking chemistry. He's just now clicking it. Outrageous. He hasn't even got careening. Oh, he's got careening. I am looking at the engagements as best I can. There's a lot of engagements going on, to be fair. So, I'm sorry if I'm missing a couple, but it's very difficult to look at them when there's a lot going on. Well, looks like on this right-hand side, though, looks like that VNS yellow is trying to engage. I'm trying to get the castle there as well on the main island, but trying to get punted down from Dogao. At the same time, though, big engagement there. Juan's getting stuck in, but look at this, though. VNS Vision and half the army of Yellow isn't getting involved, and yet it still looks like an even fight. So once the rest get pumped in, basically, it's just easily turned, that's for sure. Good thing is, though, the castle does get denied by Dogao, and now we can get stuck in too. Thing is, though, Juan is lacking chemistry, though. Well, it's basically an entire fleet from ACCM, Yellow, and from VNS Fish is getting stuck in right now. Huge fight. I'm not really sure. I think the VNS team are winning this fight, but yeah, I'll definitely win this fight. I mean, Dogao hasn't got enough to back it up with, and Juan will definitely lose all of those very shortly. That's for sure. Whilst that fight continues, a little bit at the south right now, looks like to me that ACM is going to start pushing back Goku and Fire here. As well, ACM is actually at the bottom and on the right hand side as well. Core also backing him up too, and will push this back ever so more. Castle did go up as well from VNS Core. He's actually done a landing. Core has landed Goku here. Castle down. This is going to also get another castle coming forward. 2 castles up. Probably might even see some Berserks also coming out. Someone call Philippe Lebon. Berserks are on play, potentially. Just might see a couple of trebs though, who knows. But the great castle drop though cuts him off that main goal completely. Takes Goku by surprise. And with only 50 bills too, how's he going to react to it? I'm not even too sure. So a quick look at that recap of this fight so far. Still raging on ever so more. Another castle is trying to get put up by VNS Yellow to try and support this fight. But it's actually still going pretty okay in their favour. Dogao trying to get stuck into. Juan just still pumping more in to try and help this out. But basically, as long as they can just buy it enough time for this castle to go up, that's it. You know, that's it. They can just back off a little bit and take it. Also finish that castle near that gold and that little side island as well. Once the castle goes up, and there we go. Now that castle fire will do a lot of damage to these ships. There you go. Look at them go down. Not the best engagers now for Juan. He's got to back off, that's for sure. But looks like they'll back off instead. They're content with that fight. Meanwhile, in the center ground, like we're trying to push out once more from Fire and Goku, but oh, here comes Cool and ACN looking to get stuck in once more. Back on the landing though, Trebuchet is out. Looks like the town center getting dropped on this big gold pile. Siege Workshop put up behind. The gal selling 2,000 food. But Goku's pretty much out of this game already. He's down to 40 vills, but look how much map control he has on his own island. It's very little. He's mining as much stone as he can to try and get his own castle. But with 2 castles already out, by the time it even gets placed, it'll be just, you know, destroyed. So that's not going to work out too well for them. Back on the other side, though, looks like that castle drop coming in from Yellow actually on to Gal's own island here, by the way. Didn't mention that, by the way. Does mean that Trebuchet's out, starting to work it down. 3 Trebs are out in play, though, from Dogao. So this castle won't be sitting up for long, that's for sure. Risky move there, actually. But there you go. Now Goku's got actually flee, but no, it's over anyway. Goku's completely out of the game. They can't fight a 4v3 basically. And with also probably Togal having a few problems on his own in Zolan, yeah, it was going to get dealt with, but regardless, VNS cool and ACM can just double up on fire or Juan or whatever, so when it comes to a 4 versus 3, it's extremely hard. I think even more so on water. But GG, well played. VNS take a game back. It's now 2-1 for 2k4MyAss. They finally found some form. Great teamwork between, I think, ACCM and Yellow. I think they played outstanding. They did so good work. They realized that being the Mongols pocket, like, oh, I need to go up fast anyway, even if I am pocket. Basically, I can't contend against Viking pocket or whoever is pocket. And so did that. Backed up with Yellow as well. It's like, let's go together because I'm Jack pocket as well. We'll just go in there and barnstorm it. And actually did so much damage. More so to Juan than actually Fire. But it's still a good amount of damage to Fire regardless. And there you go. GG, well played. Quick achievements on the board there as well. Just a quick overview of what's going on there. There you go. VNS cool. Actually, getting the most resources there, except the goal, which is done by Quan. Kills wise on the board there. VNS cool once again, actually being the winner in that occasion, 235 to 196. Although ACM not too far behind on 194 to 138. Fire losing the most, 202, but actually kills 192, so not too bad for him there, not too shabby. But Goku, man, 108 to 182. Poor. Never really got the ground going, I felt, with Goku that entire game. But there you go. GG, well played. But the funny thing, I had more vills than Fire at one point, like in the game. How weird. There you go. GG, well played. As I will, once again, I need to